Hi, and welcome back. And I'm with Bobby from Ultimate Tax and Advisory, and we're talking about Arnie's rules for success, aren't we? And,
Fun, aren't they?
Yeah, aren't they ever? And they can be quite challenging, can't they? But I think they're fairly simplistic in nature. But we were just talking before we went to the break about people being afraid to fail.
Yes.
And personally, I think some people are afraid to fail, not because of themselves, but they're worried about what other people will say or have a dig at them.
Definitely. There's always going to be the naysayers out there, which is Arnold's fourth rule of success: ignore the naysayers. So I'm putting up my hand right now to say that before even starting this business, I had the biggest naysayer in my life, my mother.
Right.
Mum has been in that mindset all her life of get a job,
Yep.
stay with that company for 50 years, retire with a pension.
Wow.
Cool. No
Yeah.
worries.
You know, that's what I was brought up with as well. But in our economy, and I'm sure a lot of people watching are saying, actually, no matter even if that's what we wanted to do, the companies these days, the economy shifts and change and remodels, and you can find yourself in a position where you're just, you're just excess and you're not required anymore.
Exactly. Well, a lot of clients that we're coming on board who are setting up new businesses have been made redundant and are in those exact same shoes. What do I do next? Well, heck, I've been doing this for the last 10, 15 years of my life, working for someone else, and it's just, well, for the same company in most cases, loyalty, shot.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Well, I'm the same. You know, when we set up our business, and we're franchising it, and we want people to have their own business. And I say, you know, having your own business puts you in control. But there's a lot of people with negative comments about buying you don't want to get into business, you have to pay tax. You have to pay tax anyway. You have to pay tax anyway. I don't get that.
Exactly.
Oh, you know, I had to pay all this money in tax, and all I hear is, you must have earned a lot of money. Because the tax man doesn't take all of it.
Exactly.
You know?
I have a lot of friends who are very fortunate to have high-paying jobs in the mining industry, and they consistently tell me, I paid $50,000 in tax. And being an accountant, I look back at the numbers. Well, you earned $180,000 gross. You've still got $130,000 in your pocket. You know. So what are you doing with it? Why are you always broke?
And I think naysayers, when it comes to business, people try to put off people from employing other people. But really, that's the way you start to grow, isn't it?
Right.
For giving other people the opportunity to join you and grow together.
Exactly. If you can't, you can't do everything yourself, Michael.
No.
We found by expanding our team, we're able to do these chats, for example, and give us more time in the day to do what we want to do and grow the business at the top level rather than working in the business, where we're now working on the business.
You know, when you're talking about naysayers, and Arnie's rule is ignore them, which is probably easier said than done. How do you ignore, and we'll pick the toughest one, how do you ignore mum?
It's not easy.
No.
Even to this day, after running a successful business now, there's always how's business going? Are you sure you want to keep doing this? Why not get a job? I'm like, Mum, this is it, you know? But Mum now understands that it's not just a quick thing. And a lot of our clients thought the same thing as well. Well, Bobby, I hope this is not going to be a quick thing for you when you're back employed with someone. I said, no, this is it. So you just have to keep that mindset to yourself of your vision and where you want to head. If your vision is to be long term, which is what our strategy and goals are for this business, long term, then the naysayers won't matter.
I was going to say, is it having that, as you articulated quite well there, when you have a long-term vision? I think that's the advantage of working with someone like yourself. You just don't do the tax at the end of the year, but you're building plans and strategies. It gives them a long-term vision. And do you think it is that actually gives you better equipped emotionally, as well as just mentally strength, but emotional, to deal with the naysayers? Because you go, well, you can't actually see where I'm going. I've actually got a strategy here.
Exactly. It's not just the naysayers that you, I guess, withdraw from the long-term value and long-term strategy of your goals. It's if you look at short-term, you're always going to either not hit those targets or you're going to hit them and not know where to achieve next. So by doing long-term, you go, okay, cool, I'm going to make $10 million in 10 years. I know I'm not going to make $10 million tomorrow. So it's, okay, let's just put these steps in place and systems and procedures where I can, hit and achieve those goals to make sure that I'm making that $10 million in 10 years goal.
And you think because of, I noticed you own an accountancy firm, you do all the numbers, but you're strategic consulting with people and basically coaching business owners with your knowledge. Do you think having that coach that sits alongside you gives you the more confidence so the naysayers can't get in?
It definitely does, because what we promote to our clients, our strategy clients, is the right mindset. Mindset is the biggest thing for business owners.
Yeah.
You can wake up any day of the week and go, bugger, where am I getting my next dollar?
I know.
And, you just have to get out of bed, pull the covers up, put your big man pants on or big lady pants on, and just go hard and just keep going. Otherwise, you're just going to get those negative naysays penetrating your mind and breaking your mindset.
And that kind of brings us on to Arnie's other rule, doesn't it? Because you're just saying that, and I'm going, I know what Arnie's other rule was now, and it was the work like hell.
Rule number 5, work like hell. You get out of bed, you make sure that this could be your last day in business forever. You make sure that last day counts. And it's just like what the prophecies, I don't know what they call, like Buddhist monks, and what they say is live the day as if it was your last, and then you will achieve positive mindset.
Yeah, it's being in the moment, isn't it? This is the moment I'm in. I'm not worried about, I'll be happy when this happens. I'll be happy when, all right, the goals, they're good to have. Yes, I'm aiming for 10 million. But right now, what I've got, this is the moment I'm actually living in.
That's right.
And you, as you said, you focus on there and be present in the moment. You can be so much more productive. I think that's where Arnie's trying to get to.
That's correct. Yeah.
Work like hell. He doesn't mean that you have blisters on your hands and he's going to just be in the moment and focus on that one thing.
That's right. If you're productive in the moment, you will with the goal to achieve your long-term goals, then you're working like hell. You don't need to work 24 hours a day. I disagree with Arnold in this retrospect where people say, how do you fit all of what he did? Like, for example, when he was a young bodybuilder, he was studying full-time, training 5 hours a day, learning English, acting school, everything.
Yeah, he ran a building company as well.
Running a building company as well, investing in real estate. And people asked him, when do you find time to sleep? He goes, I sleep 6 hours a day. Or how do you sleep 6 hours a day? I need to sleep 8. And his rules are sleep faster, which to a degree is good.
Sleep faster.
Yeah, sleep faster. However, that may not be suited to you. So you just have to work like hell in your designated time, then you will go far.
Yeah, I remember, I can't remember the business partner had in the building company. I think it was European Craftsman is what they called it. And they were doing roofing and everything else. At the time when there was a building boom on, and they did very, very well.
Very well.
But I think because they had their own business, and this is one thing about having your own business, and I suppose when you look at Arnie where he broke it all down, and really what you're saying here, yeah, that was for him, but where can you break your day down?
Yes.
So you're in the moment of each presence. That's how he's able to achieve, because he was just focused on his moments in the day and what he was doing. Work here, sleep there, eat here. Just that discipline, I suppose.
That's correct. I mean, if I can take a step back, Michael, and talk about a 9-to-5 employee, you may not get everything done in the 9-to-5. And you're not getting paid any more than that. So you're inclined to just go, okay, cool, let's go.
Yeah.
And that's where redundancies happen, because if then that's where employers push you to go more and more and more and more, and then you'll burn out and I'm not getting paid more for this. You resent your employer, and it's different as a business owner, because every minute of the day that you put into the business, or every not just into what you put into the business, every minute of the day is business building. Yeah. Whether it be it marketing, whether working in the business, whether it motivating your team, all these things come into place. For working like hell in the designated time frame. As a business owner, you've got no time frame.
No.
It's 24 hours, 7 days a week, unfortunately. But I tell you what, I love it.
And the rewards at the end are enormous. We'll take a break and we'll come back with Arnie's last 2 rules for success. I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you.